the past week in the sports media world, ESPN has been cleaning house. I'm going to tell you who the top 5 on-air personalities are that they had to cut ties with.
I'm ready to go. Kush got me low. Finish the drink up, take the show on the road. I got plenty to show. Why your vibe is so low? Whisper in your ear, let my tongue touch your soul.
It's your boy, Jayo Sto. Please like, please subscribe, please share. And ESPN has been going in on the firings and not renewing contracts of some of the best talent that we've seen on TV for the past 5, 10, 15, 20 years. I'm going to tell you who the best 5 that they're going to be missing will be. At the 5 spot, I got Susie Colbert. She was the host of Monday Night Countdown, and it's a show that for 2 hours, 3 hours prior to kickoff, she would just hold the group together. It would be her and about 3 or 4 other guys. She has an amazing voice. I love hearing her, and she just kept the guys intact. All the players real comfortable with speaking with her, and guess what? She knew her football. So I'm gonna really miss her. At 4, I got a recent person that made us know that he'll no longer be working with ESPN, and it's color commentator Andre, son of God, Ward. He's a former boxer. He ended his career 32-0. He won belts. He had wars with Kovalev, and he's just probably the best at his job right now in ESPN, because you have Timothy Bradley there, but everyone hates his guts. Not really the best commentator, and now you're telling me it's just going to be Bradley and the play-by-play guy? I don't know if that's going to work. You've heard people like Adrian Broner have problems with Tim Bradley, saying he be talking wild. All Jared Anderson mentioned that he flip-flops, and just the stuff that he says. Bradley's saying that, oh, he hopes Tank gets knocked out. Just a bunch of crap that comes out of his mouth. And Ward is just better at what he does. He was a better fighter. He's a better commentator. You even heard in the last fight with Jared Anderson, he's like, yes, Jared Anderson is in phenomenal shape, and it's not about that at the heavyweight division. You want less muscle because you get fatigued more with the big muscle, and it's facts, because you see Anthony Joshua now, he's not the same guy. Obviously, he lost to Usyk twice, he lost to Ruiz once, and yes, it's not bodybuilding, it's heavyweight fighting. Andre also has the respect from the fighters. When him and Tyson Fury had a feature, Fury was like straight up with him, so comfortable. He made him know. He told him straight up, he's like, hey, if I lose to Deontay Wilder, I'm a bum. I'm done fighting. And obviously, Fury's a man of his word. Fury dealt with Wilder all 3 times. At the 3rd position, Todd McShay will be dearly missed because he just knows more than Mel Kiper. I remember this past draft, he had Bryce Young at the top of his board for quarterbacks, and Kiper had Will Levis.
Oh, come on,
someone that
man.
didn't even get drafted in the 1st round. And even he just takes like little jabs, subtle jabs at Mel Kiper. I remember during a windy day, I think it was day 2 of the draft, or probably day 3, some of Kiper's notes just flew into the air, and he tried catching it, but he had no hands. It went through his hands, and McShay is just like, oh, Mel, I thought you had better hands than that. So yeah, you just want to see McShay more. McShay does the games, also does color commentary, and he does the draft stuff. And just for that comment from Mel Kiper, kind of like Skip Bayless, he's kind of expired, kind of need to get out with the old, in with the new. So I was hoping that McShay could have stayed, but you know how it goes sometimes. At number 2, how are you gonna split up Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy? Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson, they've been doing the NBA Finals for how long? They're the best duo for basketball. Mark Jackson used to play for Jeff Van Gundy. Jeff Van Gundy's the coach. You need a coach on your set, And he says a lot of stuff that may rub you the wrong way, but it's the truth. He said we need players to get fined again for flopping, which is so true. He's mentioned that, oh, when these refs go to review, they're taking way too long, which is true. It's just him, the partnership with him and Mark Jackson works so well. He kind of reminds me of that uncle you have, that grandfather you have that thinks he's hip, but he does get some stuff. He does understand some of the lingo. When you watch basketball, you want to watch one network and hear Stan. You want to watch the other network and hear Jeff. It's a shame no more JVG. At number 1 though, again, I'm a boxing guy. And this guy actually answered one of my questions on Twitter. It's Max Kellerman. He is now gone. Yes, I understand you could get rid of his early show, him and Keyshawn and Jay. Okay, that was too early. Nobody's really listening to that anyways. And they had a weird setup. They weren't even in like comfortable chairs. They were in like high school chairs. But anyways, Max on Boxing is gonna be gone now. Are you serious? Now there's gonna be no real boxing show on any network. I think you have one on DAZN, but DAZN doesn't even have big fighters. Who's a DAZN fighter that you could just name off the top of your head that's a big dog? Nobody. So Max on Boxing is gonna be gone, and Max got guys onto the network, got guys on the program like Devin the Dream Haney, Teofimo Lopez. He had Tyson Fury. So much guys that he was able to get on the set with him, Bud Crawford. And Max knows his boxing. That's one thing. I think something that made ESPN kind of steer away from Max is when he mentioned, oh, Tom Brady fell off a cliff. I don't think that'll ever leave Max Kellerman. And Brady went on to win 2 more Super Bowls, 1 more with New England against the Rams, and then 1 against the Chiefs when he was a Buccaneer. All 5 of these people, I'm sure they're gonna get jobs. I'm sure they're gonna do well wherever they end up. It's your boy Jayo Sto. We out of here.